everyone, it's Angela Dahlgren. I'm here with another Facebook Live. Also, before I forget, Brian put out a news video today, which you should definitely check out. I don't know why I'm like so tongue twisted today. I was really nervous before I came on camera. I don't know why. I don't know. It's been a morning. I don't know. But Brian has a news video out on our YouTube page, which I would definitely check out because I'm not going to go too in-depth into the new news stories, but I will touch a little bit on them. So for more details, definitely check out Brian's video. Today, I had a lot of questions from you guys to answer, so I'm going to be doing that. Yeah, I have like 4 pages of things to talk about. Hi, Mom! My mom's joining. If you are joining us, please tell me where you're from and tell me what the most exciting part of your week was. I will go first since I asked the question. The most exciting part of my week was getting my hotel, my resort finalized for my upcoming Disney trip. I'm so excited. I'm staying at a new resort that I haven't stayed at before. So I'm just excited to check it all out. So you let me know what the most exciting part of your week was and where you are from. My mom said hi. Hello to Rupesh. How are you? Okay, well let's touch on a little bit of news. Like I said, Brian's video goes more in depth, but I'll just talk a little bit about it while we wait for a few more people to join us. Oh my gosh, you can like tell in my voice that I'm nervous today. Like, what is the matter with me? I don't think I finished my coffee. I think that's what the problem is. Let's check out a few comments. Michelle, hello, from Ohio. Most exciting part was looking at all of our photos from our Disneyland trip last week. First trip. Oh, I hope you had a great time. The last time the first and only time I went to Disneyland was when I was like 7 years old, 8 years old. It's been a really long time, and I definitely want to make another trip, especially with all the new things that they've added since then. Let's check out some other comments. Howdy from Texas, from Stacy. All I can say is that I'm 1 day closer to our advanced dining reservation booking date, which is 46 days away. Stacy, I'm going to use your comment and do a shameless plug. I just put out a video on our dining reservation finder, so if you don't know what that is, check it out on our YouTube page. It is the best thing ever. I swear I bring it up every single time I do a Facebook Live because I love it that much. It just basically helps you get hard-to-get reservations for Walt Disney World. All right, Melissa, hi from Michigan. Logan from Lafayette, Louisiana. Most exciting part of the week is booking our studio suite at Copper Creek. Oh, I'm so excited for you. Have you guys seen the pictures of Copper Creek, of those villas? They are amazing. They are amazing. Like, I can't even describe it. It like incorporates like a woody feel with a contemporary feel with like a steampunk feel. I don't know. It's just really cool. I can't describe it. And we are going to talk a little bit about Copper Creek today too. Elise, we are leaving for Walt Disney World in 6 days. That's less than a week away. Oh my God. Oh. My trip's in November and I'm already having heart palpitations thinking about it. And I genuinely do get excited when you guys tell me when your trips are because it's like I'm living vicariously through you. I love hearing what resorts you're staying at. I love hearing where you're eating, so just pile it on me. I love hearing it. Leanne from Illinois, deciding dates of your next trip. Holly, hi from Michigan, had a haircut and colored last night. Oh, that must have been so nice just to relax, have some time to yourself. I'm getting there. I'm going to need to get mine done soon, but who has the time, really? I'm so glad you got to enjoy that. My mom's was getting airplane tickets for a trip to Walt Disney World. I'm going with her, so she's excited to be with me, I'm sure, and my kids. My husband has to stay home and work, but that was his choice. He decided he didn't want to go, so that's not on me. He's like, you go ahead. All right, so got off on a tangent, little bit of news. Did you guys hear that there's a new bar coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios? It's coming out in the fall. I think it's called the Baseline Tap House. Looking down, yep, Baseline Tap House. And it's just kind of a random theme in my opinion. I mean, I get it. I'll read what the Disney blog says. Okay. It captures the spirit of present-day downtown Los Angeles, showing vintage office buildings and warehouses representing the different vibrant districts and cultures of the city. So basically, the bar is going to be based on like a mom and pop like old print house. that had ties to the Disney studio. I'm not quite getting it yet, but there are going to be California craft ales and lagers and ciders. There's going to be California wines, Bavarian pretzel with mustard and cheese fondue. I think it's a beer cheese fondue. Oh my gosh, I love cheese so much. That just sounds so, oh, it sounds so good. But there's also, I think like spiced almonds and a variety of California cheeses. So what do you think? I mean, I haven't read too much about it, but some people are kind of having issues with the fact that they're adding a bar instead of attractions. I mean, they are eventually going to have more attractions, but they're like, why are they adding another bar? Soon there's going to be more restaurants than rides. That's going to be true, but just for a little bit, because then you get Toy Story Land and Star Wars Land in a few years, which we will touch on that as well today. I got a few more comments coming in. Let me know if I'm talking too fast, because the caffeine is starting to kick in and I'm starting to get a little crazy. Stacy said, 226 days until our trip. That's way too many, but gives me so many days to plan and research and make it the best. Exactly. I love the planning part. You know, it is initially a little stressful, especially when you're, trying to make the dining reservations and then the Fast Pass Plus reservations. It gets a little stressful, but it's also fun, in my opinion, to research and to watch different videos and read different articles about new things coming up, and I like that part. Janet, 344 days on our countdown from the UK. Ooh, where in the UK? I want to know. I've been to England and Ireland, but I haven't been to Scotland yet. Tom, hello. Michelle, my nephew just landed a full-time job at Disney World, going to combine a trip to Universal for Halloween Horror Nights and now at Disney to check out Pandora and Happily Ever After fireworks. Oh my gosh. Michelle, you will love Happily Ever After. If you have not seen it, don't watch any videos about it. Go when you can, be surprised. Oh my gosh, you will cry, and then you'll probably go again and cry again, because there's so many things to look for in the show Happily Ever After. It's the fireworks show at Magic Kingdom, for those of you who don't know. Yeah, I can't describe it. It's just so like sensory overload, and there's so many things to look at. The technology that they've incorporated into this show is something that I don't feel like Disney will ever top, but of course they will, I'm sure, at some point. Kathy, hello from Rhode Island. Just booked our first Disney cruise next spring. First time cruising. Don't even know what to ask. Excited and overwhelmed. I have never been on a cruise either. Haven't been on a Disney cruise. Like my colleagues have. They've been on a lot of them. So if you ever have any questions, just let us know. Direct it our way. I can always ask them while you're planning. So yeah, let me know. Leanne, love Animal Kingdom Lodge. Definitely not a value resort. Hope to stay there again next trip, maybe for Christmas. Animal Kingdom Lodge was one of the resorts that I was looking at, but I ultimately decided to stay a little closer to my parents' hotel. They're staying at the Grand Floridian. So then I get to go to the Grand Floridian and look around, because it's like the Grand Floridian. But I definitely want to check out Animal Kingdom Lodge, because I think my daughter would love it. I think my son would too. They love animals. They're actually at the zoo right now with Daddy. Pip, hi from Sydney, Australia. Do you think one of the new ships will head to Australia or Asia? I did get your question, Pip, and well, I might as well answer it now. There is nothing, I haven't seen anything for Australia, because that was your question. But we'll let you know on our blog the minute we hear anything. And we also post those kind of things on our Twitter, which is TouringPlans, Instagram, which is TouringPlans, Facebook, TouringPlans, and then our YouTube page. We'll always tell you when those new things pop up. And then Asia, I didn't get the chance to check, but I will do so and answer your question in a little bit. Janet, you live in Yorkshire. Oh, very nice, in Leeds. Mom, did we go to Leeds when we were there? I don't remember. I went with my parents. Daniel, hello from Brazil. Oh, one of my best friends is from Brazil. She got married there. She now lives in Manchester, of all places. Hi, Deborah. Oh, I just really want to go there too. All these places I want to go. Hello to Kayla. How does the dining alert process work? I've signed up but not received anything yet and wasn't sure what to expect. If you've pushed the save button on that dining reservation finder, that's what she's referring to, is our TouringPlans reservation finder. If you watch the video first, if you don't know how to make a reservation, and then come back to this part. So basically, if you typed in your email and your phone number, we will email you or we will text you or both. once reservation becomes available. Don't think that we haven't forgotten or that we've forgotten, because we haven't. It's just either a reservation hasn't popped up or, you know, whatever. But it has not malfunctioned. Just gotta be patient, which is like the worst part, isn't it? Peter, Disney cruises are great. We have 20 days until we get to Walt Disney World from the UK too. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta calm down. I gotta keep moving on, but I'm getting excited about these trips. Let's answer some questions, and then we'll come back to a little bit of news, some more news, because I just so far talked about the Baseline Tap House. Oh, hi, Patty. Oh, Patty, she's the best. She always watches our Facebook Lives on YouTube, and she finally caught a live stream today. So hello, Patty. And Barbie says, on your website, when you enter a trip, it also shows you the weather temperature for that day. Is there a way to print this? Thank you. Probably. Yeah, I mean, I'll have to check the TouringPlans website to see if you can print it out, because I just can't remember right now. But for sure, I'm sure you could just print, like, from your browser, that page for you too. Otherwise, we do a weekly preview for every single resort, except, okay, well, that's a lie. We do Disney Cruise Line, Universal Orlando, Walt Disney World, and Disneyland. We do a weekly preview, tour coming out today, tour coming out tomorrow, and that tells you what to expect for the week ahead. Yeah, okay. So, answering some questions. This is from Kathy. We just booked a 1-bedroom villa at Copper Creek for Labor Day weekend. Do you have any idea of the layout in that wing? We need to make a room request soon. Okay, so we have a room finder where we've taken a picture of the view from every single room on Walt Disney World property, and that does include the DVC villas. However, because Copper Creek is so new, we have not updated our room finder with those photos. However, you wanted to know about the layout. Since it's so new, you'll have, well, I already said that part. As far as layout, there's blueprints on the Disney website for that 1-bedroom, and they're in color too, so I guess they're not like blueprints, they're color prints of the layout of your room. And it's on the Disney Vacation Club website. And then I'll link to that after the live stream, because I did print out the link for you, so I'll just add that so you can save yourself some time. And you can also take a virtual tour through the room, I believe. So I hope that answered your question, Kathy. I hope that's what you were asking. And otherwise, once we do update our room finder, I will let you guys know. We have some more questions coming in from Paul. Can I do both online check-in and a TouringPlans room request? Or should I do both, one or the other? Okay, so this, I'm actually answering a question about that. Should I take the time to look? You know what, I'll just answer that now. Okay, so when it comes to making a room request, don't do both. Don't make it through the Disney website. Don't make it through the TouringPlans website. With our room request feature, you can be more detailed and you can be more specific about your room. Like, you can go down to like the room number that you want. That's how detailed you can get. And then you copy and paste that into our room request feature, and then like 5 days before your trip, we'll submit it to Disney. If after you make our room request, you try to request a room through Disney, it cancels ours out. So that's why you don't want to do both. And with the Disney one, you can't be as specific, which is why we suggest our room request feature. Did I say that in a lot of words? Does that make sense? Let me know. Okay. So another question. Stacy heard a rumor. Oh, Stacy, you're watching. I'm answering your question. I read a rumor about Journey into Imagination with Figment being either replaced or merged with a possible inside-out type of deal. Any validity to that? Also heard or read something about Zootopia type stuff coming to Animal Kingdom. I will address both of those. As far as the Figment rumor, there was a rumor that there would either be an overhaul of it or it would be replaced with the inside-out attraction. It wasn't announced at D23, but I have read and seen through multiple outlets that it's probably more likely that it's going to be replaced with an inside-out attraction. It is a rumor, so if you really love the Figment, if you love Journey into Imagination, don't freak out yet. It's not like the Great Movie Ride, which is leaving next month. Don't get me started on that, but you know, we have heard from multiple rumors that it might be replaced with an inside-out attraction, but all hope is not lost yet. And then as far as the Zootopia rumor that you heard, there is the rumor that a Zootopia expansion would come to Animal Kingdom, and this is, for me, really exciting because I really like the film. It would take place probably in the Rafiki's Planet Watch area, and then there's some unused land by Kali River Rapids. Kali River Rapids was originally supposed to be bigger, but I think due to budget, it was made a little smaller. So the rumor is that it would use Rafiki's Planet Watch and that unused land by Kali River Rapids. And they would incorporate the train, which it's called the Wildlife Express. It would incorporate that because in the film of Zootopia, Judy Hopps takes a train into Zootopia, so they would kind of incorporate that. And the rumor is, you know, there would be maybe an e-ticket attraction and some more minor ones. There'd possibly be a restaurant, a gift shop, stuff like that. So if they did do that expansion, I think that would be really cool. Plus, it's another reason to get my husband there because for some reason he just really loved the movie Zootopia, especially the part at the DMV with the sloths. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, hit like if you know what I'm talking about because that part is hilarious. So yeah, I would really enjoy that. So thank you for that question, Stacy. We have another question from Ramel Luna H. She said, any news on Mission Space, on the Mission Space attraction at Epcot? Opening dates? When can we expect to see fast passes for it? Well, okay, so the opening date for the Mission Space refurb was originally October 1st, but today, like literally right before I did this live stream, it was announced that it's going to open August 13th. So if you were going to be at Walt Disney World on August 13th, you'll be able to ride it. And there's going to be kind of updated missions, so to speak. So for the orange attraction, which is the one that would make me vomit because it's like reenacts going to space. It's, oh my gosh, oh, I can't even think about it. You'll basically go to Mars. And then for the green mission, which is the one that I would go on, you orbit around Earth. And that is new. That's kind of what they updated it with. So yeah, that's going to open August 13th, which is also the last day that you can ride Universe of Energy and the Great Movie Ride. R.I.P. Great Movie Ride. So that's just going to kind of be an exciting day. And are both of those at Epcot? Yes. 2 of those, yeah, because Great Movie Ride is at Hollywood Studios. Where's my brain? I'm taking another cup of coffee, and then we'll keep answering questions. All right. Here we go. Stephanie, she had this question. What does Walt Disney World look like for 2018? Let's say we are going in the fall. What would be there and what wouldn't? Dana also asked a similar question. What are we hearing on Toy Story Land opening, the Great Mickey Ride opening? And Tom had a similar question as well. Which of the newer attractions, if any, will be open by the end of 2017 or early 2018? So I'm going to go all over those questions right now. So you can expect, Stephanie, that by the time you go in fall of 2018, that Toy Story Land will be open. It's supposed to open summer of 2018. Disney has not given us a month. So I'm hoping that because their summer starts to pick up in late May, early June, probably more June, that it'd be open by then. But summer 2018 could literally be like whenever in those 3 or 4 months. So that's what we've heard there. And there's going to be 2 new attractions in Toy Story Land. There's going to be the Slinky Dog Dash, which is a roller coaster. And then what's this one called? Alien Swirling Saucers. So that's with the aliens from Pizza Planet, who I love. And it's based off of a toy set that Andy won while at Pizza Planet. So those are the 2 attractions that you can expect to be open by then. And as far as the attraction replacing the Great Movie Ride, all right, I guess I have to address it now. I am so sad about that. I haven't cried, but I've gotten really close to the Great Movie Ride closing. Oh my gosh. Okay, if you're sad, do the sad face right now so that we can just like give each other sympathy together. Because I am just upset about the Great Movie Ride closing. It was one of my favorites. It's like one of the ones that I remember the first time I went when I was 5. There's something about being immersed in the film, like literally immersed in the film, that just, I don't know, I find it amazing. But anyway, that is closing. Okay, we've moved past it. We're not gonna cry. But it's being replaced by Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Okay, just try saying that fast. it could be open by then. It could be open by fall of 2018. So I think with the Frozen Ever After ride that replaced Maelstrom, did I say it right? In the Norway Pavilion at Epcot, that was about an 18-month turnaround. So if you factor that same time frame in, that could bring you to summer 2018 or fall 2018. So that new ride could be open by then, which would be really awesome. And if you don't know what the ride's about, it kind of takes you inside of a Mickey cartoon short, kind of the ones that you might see on the Disney Channel if you watch it. I think it's based on that cartoon series. And it's supposed to be a game changer with, you know, attractions. It's 2.5D. Don't ask me what that means, but you don't need 3D glasses for it because it's 2.5D. And it's just supposed to be amazing. You know, we'll see. I'm going to give it the old college try, but I'm going to be a little upset about it still. I see we've gotten some more comments. Darla said the Slinky Dog ride looks cute. It does. You guys should check out some of the photos because they do have some posted on the internet. Tony said Toy Story Land perhaps Memorial Day weekend. Could be. I mean, who knows when they'll even do like the soft openings too. Do I know anything about Lights of Winter returning to Epcot? I'm writing from Argentina. This is from Ivana. I don't. I've actually never heard of Lights of Winter, believe it or not. If any of you have Lights of Winter returning to Epcot, if any of you have, can you please answer Ivana's question? Otherwise, Ivana, I will look it up and get back to you after this stream. Okay, so I answered Pip's question about DCL coming to Australia, so we'll move past that. Ramel Luna H asked another question. For the extremely frugal, what is the expected amount of time one would spend in leaving the parks, both Disney World and Universal? So leaving the parks, getting into a car, driving to a nearby fast food restaurant, having a quick 30-minute dinner, and getting back to the parks. I know, for example, that the difference in time spent between Magic Kingdom and Universal is quite significant, but a realistic number would be super helpful for planning. So what she wants to know is if she wants to leave with her family, leave Walt Disney World or Universal, go off property, eat at a fast food restaurant, and come back, how much time should she factor in? I will give you my opinion, but I would love to hear your opinion too. So if you can help Ramel Luna H, please write so in the comments. So it could take a substantial amount of time. Maybe more time than it's worth, maybe not. I would factor in at least an hour and a half or so, maybe an hour and a half or so, because you have to figure, you know, you're going to drive, you're going to walk to your parking spot or take the tram to your parking spot. You're going to leave Disney property, find a restaurant, park, eat a fast food meal, get back in the car, drive back in, you know, park again, and it is more time than you would think. I'm not saying it's not doable, you can definitely do that, but it's more time than you would think. If you're staying off-site, that kind of changes things up a little bit, because what you could do is leave Disney property, you know, eat, go back to your hotel, rest for a couple hours, and then come back for the night. And that's kind of like a midday siesta. But if you're staying on Disney property and you're taking a car to leave, you know, it's gonna take a decent amount of time. Yeah, I have Janet saying 2 hours, Darla saying about 2 hours. Darla said just eat there or bring it in with you because it will take time. And it really depends on where was I going with this? Come on, brain. Depends how many days you're staying at Walt Disney World or wherever. If you have more time, if you're staying like 7 or 8 days, then you could probably get away with doing that because you'll have more time in the parks throughout the week. If you're staying like 2 or 3 days, I would just eat there to save time. Becky said, have the Pandora crowds thinned at all? We arrive next week. I mean, a little bit. It just depends on the day, really. I am going to talk about what the crowds are going to be like this next week. So hang in tight. My mom said kiosk eating is a bit more affordable and you don't have to leave the park. That's true. I mean, you can factor in quick service, and I have split a kids meal with my kids, and I've even split a kids meal with another adult, and that's been enough food for me. I'm a pretty big eater, but you know, that's kind of a relative perception to say. You know, like I got it comes with like chicken nuggets, fries, and applesauce, and a drink, and that's been enough for me to split with someone else. So consider that too. The kids' meals are often a good amount of food for an adult, you know. So just my 2 cents there. Stacy, adding time to get through security. Yes, I did not mention that. To come back into the park would be a no-go for me. Plus, the parking lot is huge. I would just say eat at the park and spend all your time. You would be wasting. Yeah, I mean, it's true. I didn't even factor in security. That's a very good point. So, you can. It's just going to take a lot of time, like at least 2 hours. Yeah, because not factoring in security, it will definitely be 2 hours. What do you think about the crowds are going to be for Christmas to New Year's? There are plenty of rooms available in that time frame and not a lot of rooms after Thanksgiving. So in the past, Debbie, for Christmas to New Year's, it's like, I'm not going to say it's the worst time to go because you celebrate holidays there, which is really awesome, but it's the craziest time to go. In the past, that's been the case. That being said, we've definitely seen lower crowd levels this summer than we've ever seen before, possibly due to higher ticket prices. So I don't know if there will be a difference, this year, but in the past, Christmas to New Year's has been a crazy time of year to go. Very high park crowd levels and very full resorts. Yeah, so if I were you, try to go maybe before Christmas if you could, or right after Thanksgiving, or before Thanksgiving, whatever you can do. Okay, Nathan, discuss the rumor of the Main Street Electrical Parade returning and any insight. Okay, so if you don't know, the Main Street Electrical Parade, okay, so it started at Disneyland, then it went to Walt Disney World forever, and then it came back to Disneyland, and now it's been extended through August 20th. However, there is now the rumor, or it's not a rumor, it's fact, that Paint the Night, which was the Disneyland parade, is now coming to Disney's California Adventure. So as for Main Street Electrical coming back to Walt Disney World, it could very well, that could happen. But since it still goes through August 20th, we have not heard any confirmation of that, and for now it is at Disneyland. Vanessa, what is the best way to manage fireworks at Magic Kingdom? Do we need to stake out a spot early, or can we just show up when it's time? Will my 7-year-old and 4-year-old be able to see anything? Again, this is a great question for all of you to answer. Don't just show up. That's something that 100% don't just show up. You will not get a great view. I mean, you're still going to be able to see the show because it now kind of expands beyond the castle into those side turrets. But definitely I would say find a spot about 30 minutes ahead of time, if not a little earlier. The reason I say 30 minutes is because, I have a 1 and a 3-year-old, and I know that they would not be able to sit still for longer than that, and you can get a pretty good spot 30 minutes beforehand. You guys let me know how early you line up for the fireworks, because I want to know, and with it being happily ever after, if you are talking about the Magic Kingdom ones, which you did say that, it's so popular, it's so amazing that you definitely want to get a good spot. We recommend a spot in the central hub about halfway between the castle and Casey's Corner hot dog stand. Okay, so in the central hub, kind of behind it's not a fountain, but Walt and the Mickey holding hands and the flowers. That's where I had a spot, and it was amazing. I saw everything. It was it was the first time I saw that show too, so it could not have been more perfect. But yes, for sure, at least 30 minutes ahead of time. Don't just show up. You're not going to get a great spot, and I would hate for you to miss everything that you could see with that show. Jason, what are you most excited about that was announced at D23? Oh my gosh. What wasn't announced at D23? I am very excited that Epcot will be getting a lot of updates. That is very much needed. I was a little surprised that they didn't announce a new pavilion, but what is the Ratatouille attraction coming to the France Pavilion, I was very excited about. Super excited about. I mean, it's old news, but Star Wars Land, they talked more about that and adding a Star Wars themed hotel. I grew up with 3 brothers, so we watched a lot of Star Wars, so I have a very special place in my heart for that, and I doubt I'll ever be able to afford staying at the resort, but to go to Star Wars Land will be amazing. Oh my gosh, you're in the Millennium Falcon. Okay, calming down. All right, Tom had a question. Rank and order the best to worst for dessert parties. I can't. I haven't been to a dessert party. Everyone who's watching, you tell Tom your favorite dessert party right now in the comments, please, because I'm not just going to shout it at you. I definitely want to check out the Frozen Ever After Sparkling Dessert Party that's at Epcot, where I think you meet Anna and Elsa, and I think you think you get to go on the ride, but I'm not 100% on that. You get snacks and then you get to watch illuminations. I'm excited about that one. And Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party are doing dessert parties this year. So I think that would be fun. I'm already going to the Christmas party. So what do you think, Mom? Is it worth the splurge? Should we do it? It's your birthday. I'm not allowed to say her age because I did it last time and she's like, oh, how could you? But it's a big age. So, I mean, go big or go home, right? I said big age, making her sound old. She's not old, guys. William, to answer the question from before, Lights of Wonder, was the light display in Epcot at Christmas time. There were arches of lights on the walkway to the World Showcase. They stopped doing it a while back, 2008. So yeah, I mean, if they haven't brought it up, because they are really starting to announce kind of that fall and winter stuff, maybe if they do it, you'll hear about it in the next month or two, hopefully. I hope that answered your question, Ivana. Sorry couldn't be more help. Janet, we're going to try the Star Wars dessert party after reading lots of great reviews. Janet, yes, thank you for reminding me. In a couple of my last Facebook Lives, other people have said the same thing. They said that they loved the Galactic Dessert Party. I see Amy just commented. So if you're at all a fan, you should do that. What'd she say? You get a great spot for the park with the finale without waiting. You get a stormtrooper escort to your spot. Okay, well, I'm sold. Gotta add that to my list. I have my pen. Star Wars dessert party. Okay, I added it. Oh my gosh. My husband would freak. I should surprise him next time we go. But he doesn't really watch these, so like between you and me, we're going to surprise him the next time he comes to Disney World with the Star Wars dessert party. Shh, don't tell anyone. Okay. Chris said, would love to know if it's worth specifying a room at Animal Kingdom Lodge. We're going club level, so I would presume they'll all be pretty good. Chris, I definitely think that it's worth doing. I think it's worth making a room request because if you use our room finder, plugging the room finder again, let me know if you want a video about our room finder too while I'm at it. You can see the photo and the room view of every single room at Walt Disney World on the resorts. So for Animal Kingdom Lodge, you can filter the results for like club level 2 bedroom, club level 1 king bed, or whatever, and then you can see what the room view is. So I would definitely suggest doing that, and then from there you can do our room request and specify that specific room that you want. So I definitely think it's worth doing because even though it is club level that you're staying, the room views may be different and some may be better than others. And also with that room finder, we have our top TouringPlans picks, our favorite room views, so check that out as well. Elise, can't wait to try the Star Wars dessert party. Me either. Especially having never done one. I'm just saying. Corey said, how have the Universe of Energy and Great Movie Ride closure announcements affected wait times? We're going in 2 weeks and wondering if my touring plan is going to be wrecked by that. So with Universe of Energy and the Great Movie Ride closing, it will affect wait times somewhat. Disney yesterday actually lifted some blockout dates for those with, I think, a silver pass and then a weekday select pass. They lifted some blockout dates. So pretty much I don't think they were allowed to go until like April or August 13th or something. And now the dates are opening up starting August 1st. So that will raise our crowd levels in those parks a point or two. So I think right now for next week, we have the overall resort as like a 6 or a 7. So with those blackout dates being lifted, you can maybe expect it to be a 7 or 8. So it will affect crowds a little bit, Corey. And I'm guessing to elaborate on them why they lifted the blackout dates, I'm guessing it's because, those Florida residents, it gives them more of a chance to experience the Great Movie Ride instead of going on the very last day. Or Universe of Energy. I'm not trying to downsize that closing too. All right, I have one more page of notes, and then I will keep answering your questions if there are any after this. I'd love to see a video of the room finder. I've not heard of it. Okay, Darla, I will do that. Debbie loved the room request. We got a great room. Thank you. I'm glad that worked for you. And, I just got to put that out there. While success is not guaranteed with the room finder or with our reservation finder, it greatly increases your chances of getting a room or getting the dining reservation you want. I have had people, since my reservation finder video came out, I have people who have said, I'm still waiting for a Be Our Guest restaurant, and then within like the next day after the video came out, they're like, I got it, thank you so much. I've gotten Be Our Guest, I've gotten Cinderella's Royal Table, I've gotten a reservation for Chef Mickey's and Akershus, so dreams come true, check it out. And the same with our room finder. If you have had luck making a room request and having it work for you, please let us know. Because it's fun to see that it's worked for you and that what we're doing is benefiting you and paying off. And what else do we have? Julie, do they usually have specials at the end of February into March? I'm not going to say no because I don't know for sure, but it's nothing that I've really noticed, and I don't know if that's because there's the Half Princess Marathon around then, or maybe they do a package incorporating that. I'm not the person to ask, but I will check on that. I'll check the Disney website, I'll check past specials, and I will consult a travel agent, and I will let you know, because I'm not going to give you information if I don't know it for sure. So Julie, I will get back to you. Darla, Hollywood Studios is a mess. I wish they stopped closing rides. I swear there are 3 things to do. Hard to make it a full day park, in my opinion. Yeah, that's how it is right now, and it's really unfortunate that they've closed all these things at once. You know, especially, you know, the Great Movie Ride. Like, they still have, what, Rock and Roller Coaster, Tower of Terror. What are the other ones, you guys? What are the other? Star Tours? Is there one more? Can't remember. Toy Story Mania? I don't know. There's not a lot left to do. Remember the days when Animal Kingdom used to be a half-day park and Hollywood Studios was like half to full day, and now tables have turned, haven't they? All right, Jason, we stayed at the Swan Hotel last year and was thinking of doing it again next trip. We loved the location. What are your thoughts on the Swan and Dolphin? Be honest. Mom, if you're still watching, give Jason your opinion. I think they stayed at the Dolphin in February, because we normally stay on Disney property at a Disney-owned hotel. The Swan and Dolphin, they're not owned by Disney. So, Mom, if you're still watching, please comment for Jason. I've done a resort overview on our YouTube page about the Swan and Dolphin. I think there's 2 videos. So, if you want to check that out, you can. I give a pretty honest opinion. You know, it's beautiful. It's definitely more like that business classy of a hotel, and they've recently refurbed it too. Except, you know, things like they do a lot of add-on costs, like I think like a daily resort fee and maybe like a parking fee, and there's like the gift shop is much more expensive than the Disney gift shops. So if you're going to buy snacks, just like walk over to the boardwalk and get your snacks there, because if you buy them at the Swan and Dolphin, the gift shops are just, it's going to be more expensive. It's just how it is. But it's beautiful. The beds are supposed to be amazing quality, super comfortable. Very classy area. The restaurants are so good. Pretty much most of the restaurants, if not all of them, are very delicious at the Swan and Dolphin. So I really don't have anything bad to say about it except the added fees. But that being said, the actual room rate is cheaper than what you'll find at the Disney resorts. And it's more deluxe level for like a more moderate price when you talk about like just the room. If you've already booked a package through Walt Disney World Direct, with the room finder thing be usable? Yes, it would. So if you've already booked your room but you haven't checked in, use our room finder, pick out the room you want, make a request, and again, I have videos on all of this on our YouTube page. Just type in TouringPlans room finder, and yeah, there you go. And yeah, okay, sorry, my brain was thinking before I was done talking. I'm sorry. Okay. But now that I know you want to see a room finder video, I'll have that out very soon. That's what I was going to say. Okay. Had a little bit of a brain fart. Brandy, room request and dining reservation finder both worked great for me last trip. Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. Tony, Muppets. Yes, I forgot. Jason, my mom said we were remarkably surprised and happy with the Dolphin. Okay, so you heard it from my mom, so it must be true. Mary, so excited to hear about the room request. I just clicked on a request room. Is that all I have to do? Staying in a grand villa at Kidani, and the walks are rough. So, again, refer to the video, but yeah, request room, send the fax, you know, copy and paste the specific room, hit save, and then it should, you know, work for you. Ooh, and my mom said we were able to take a shuttle from the airport, and the restaurants were awesome. Beds were comfy and rooms bigger. We were very pleased. Nice atmosphere in the evenings too. So again, for those of you who are just joining us, we're getting opinions on what the Dolphin and the Swan hotels are like and if they're worth it. All right, so Craig has a question. I would love to hear your thoughts on the new FastPass system and app at Disneyland. That's called MaxPass for those of you who don't know about it, and how it might modify the plans you have in your book. Also, any best practices on that. So, Disneyland is incorporating, it's called MaxPass, and for $10 a day, you can make FastPass reservations from your phone through the Disneyland app, and you get an entire day of like PhotoPass for free. So, I mean, that part's really nice. It's $10 per person in your group. So don't think that you're going to go in and just pay for yourself and be able to get fast passes for everyone in your party. It's $10 per person, which I felt wasn't super spelled out. So I'm telling you now. Guy Selga, he tried it out for us and then produced this amazing article, which I have the link for. I'll link below, using MaxPass. I think it went up on July 19th. It's very informative. He shows a lot of pictures of what the app looks like. He did a great job on the article. And he also says things that he tried that did or didn't work out. So what's important to note about MaxPass once you get it is that you cannot make a FastPass reservation until your ticket has been scanned and you've entered the park. Now, you can leave the park once you've entered and like make a reservation there, but your ticket has to have been scanned first and you've had to have entered first. Another thing is that you can only make one FastPass reservation at a time, which again wasn't super spelled out and like really crummy, because in Walt Disney World you can make 3 at a time, but here at Disneyland you can only make 1 at a time, which is pretty much the same thing you can do at the kiosks as well. And speaking of the kiosks, if you already have a FastPass reservation on your app and you go to try to get a paper one from a kiosk, it will print out and say that you already have one reserved, so it won't work. You can only make 1 at a time from either the paper kiosk paper one, or the app. So yeah, those are my thoughts on that. And again, I'll link Guy's article because it was really good. Can you tell that my throat's getting all goopy between like allergies and needing water? Kim, is there a 3-day touring plan for tweens for Magic Kingdom? That's a good question. If you have a subscription to our Touring Plans page, you will have more touring plans to choose from that might be on it. I know there's probably should be like a 2-day one in there. 3-day I'm not sure about because I don't have tweens yet, so I really haven't investigated that area too much. But I will look for you. My cousin Laura joined. Hi, Laura. And we have another question or two, and then I'll wrap up anything you have to say, and then I think we'll go. So we had a question right before I started the stream. It was, is Animal Kingdom a 2-day park? What do you guys think? Is Animal Kingdom Park a 2-day park? I think that, yeah, I think it's become one, especially when you incorporate Pandora, the world of Avatar. I think that really makes a difference because not only, you know, do you want to experience it during the day, but with the bioluminescent plants, you definitely want to see the atmosphere at night as well. Plus they have Rivers of Light, which, you know, opened not too long ago. So that's something to consider as well. But yeah, let me know. Do you guys think it's a 2-day park? I don't know personally that I'd spend 2 days at Animal Kingdom just because it's not my favorite park. You know, everyone has their favorite. Nothing against Animal Kingdom. But yeah, I definitely think that you can make that happen. And will it be open for those extra magic hours year round? So right now, pretty much every night it's open from 10 to midnight for extra magic hours. And extra magic hours, if you don't know, are for Disney resort guests. They can go to the park before it opens to the public and stay after it closes to the general public. So that's a really cool perk if you are staying on Walt Disney World property. Stumbling over my words because I'm talking too fast again. So right now, Animal Kingdom is open till midnight, and that is through August 19th. Haven't heard anything after that if it will continue to be open from 10 to midnight, but for sure through August 19th. A few more things because I answered my questions. According to Disney's video they put out on MaxPass, you only have to pay for one person in the party, but you have to link everyone's tickets to that one person's app and then scan the barcode for as many people. Okay, that was from Kara. Well, if I am wrong, I will definitely, I want to know that for sure, and I will double check what you said. Not that I'm doubting you. I want to know for me, so I'm not giving false information. I will double check on that, and if I'm wrong, I will definitely go into the comments and address that because I don't want to give you false information. So thank you, Kara, for pointing that out. Darla, at least it's getting better with adding Pandora. Could be a full day for sure. I definitely agree. Especially, you know, if you have fast passes for the evening or like throughout the day, you could spend a day there. I don't know that I would, but you definitely could. And it's just because I'm not as big of a fan as Animal Kingdom. Although I love the Kilimanjaro Safari. If you have not been on it, you are missing out. It is so cool. And there is a lot to do there. Festival of the Lion King is one of their shows. That's amazing. They have a Finding Nemo show. There's Expedition Everest, which I just did an attraction overview on. That's a roller coaster where you go like almost 200 feet into the air. Very cool. Susan, Animal Kingdom has never been a half-day park. Definitely need 2 days now. I'm glad to know your opinions, you guys. Keep them coming. Darla, just noticed your black bow. You look like Alice in Wonderland. That's a nice compliment. I don't have the cool British accent, though. I wish I did. And I'm starting to sweat, which Alice probably doesn't sweat. Oh my gosh, why am I wearing long sleeves? Holly's planning for a day and a half at Animal Kingdom. My touring plan couldn't get me through everything we wanted to in 1 day. Yeah, to be safe, I would say a day and a half. You could do 2 days if you want to kind of do that siesta, afternoon siesta, leave and then come back. But I think 1.5 days is safe for sure. So just if you want to do everything. Kim, Memory Maker, if you go with a group and one person purchases it but reservations are linked, can you continue to use it even if the person who signed up for it checks out a few days before the rest of the party? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. I know that if one person buys it and you're all under their umbrella, then you can all use it because your accounts will all be linked to theirs. But if they check out early, I don't know about that. Oof, I would call Disney and ask because I don't want to give you the wrong answer, and honestly, I don't know it. The video is on the Disney Parks blog. Great, Kara, thank you. I will link to that as well. Jason, my opinion is I think Animal Kingdom is two half days. Morning 1 day and another day in the evening to experience the night things recently added. That's a great opinion, Jason. Thank you for sharing that. Elise, you're so sweet. I love watching you. I love doing these streams. Like I've told you time and time again, this is my favorite part of my job. It's all candid, so you like see me like accidentally drooling and like burping, and that does not make you want to watch me at all. Why did I start with that? Anyway, my point being, I love to interact with you guys. It's very fun for me, and I love that we get to do it live. Paul says, you were right. Everyone has to have Max Pass in order for one person in the party to get the Fast Passes for everyone in the party. Thank you, Paul, for, thanks for doing my homework for me. I was going to look that up afterwards, so I appreciate you letting us all know. Thank you, thank you. Peter, did you say earlier Mission Space is now opening August 13th? I did. That just came out today from the Disney blog that Mission Space is now opening early, like, you know, it was supposed to open October 1st, and now it's opening August 13th. So, yes, that is confirmed. Okay, so I've been talking your ear off. Haven't even finished my coffee, but I had so much fun talking to you guys. I will do this again in 2 weeks. In the meantime, if you do want to see more of me, you can check out our YouTube page because I'm on there every week, as well as Brian and Guy Selga. So I hope that you had fun visiting with me. I had fun visiting with you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.